is a brand new day of racing here at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, Wheatland, Missouri. Lucas Oil Speedway, the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series is in full effect. It's the first triple header for the series. Let's talk to some of these racers. You know we're working hard for you here on Off-Road Racing Insider. Let's do what we do best. Let's go in the pits and get you that inside information that you want. Stay with us all throughout this video. Now what a strong outing Team RJ37 had. RJ and Ronnie Anderson of Team South Point back there, the Walker Evans legends. RJ gets his first Pro 2 win since 2018. Ronnie's making a bunch of changes. Let's go find out what they're doing in between races, and let's see what's going on with RJ as well. I know they're tuning on the Motec. 20-year-old rising star, Ronnie Anderson. Ronnie, we're talking about adjustments in between races. You're telling me that this race is getting a little too hot, huh?
Yep, so we just added another gallon to the cooling system to just prolong our problem for now so we could get a fix for it when we get back to the shop in a few weeks. So just prolonging the heating issue for now, and we'll see if that'll help us here in the main event.
We've got this huge Talladega turn and a tabletop, and it's hard to stop. You said you adjusted the rear brake for more brake.
Yep, coming into Talladega turn 3, it's a super slippery corner, and then you have the huge tabletop land, and you have a huge run coming into turn 4. It's a little uphill, and added a little more rear brake bias to get it to turn in there late in the race when it gets rutted up. So I'm excited to see what we have for those boys today also.
More braking equals more turning, right?
Yep.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Miles Cheek is climbing the ranks in Production 1000, and he said his ultimate goal is to end up in a Pro 2 car, but he also hopes that he scores so many wins that the folks from Lucas Oil have to put a bounty on him. Miles Cheek, big smile on his face.
Oh, yeah.
Team Polaris, I heard, is that your father over there who just said your goal is to make all the Yamaha guys cry?
Oh yeah, that's the goal, but just try to get as many wins as we can on the season, and more Yamaha guys you piss off, the better, I guess.
You come from a motocross background. You're on a motocross-esque track out here in Wheatland. Yep. You said that actually benefits you here in this Polaris?
Oh yeah, I think some of the sketchier jumps in the rhythm section definitely helped me out with the throttle control than the high-speed corners. I think it helps me just being able to stay on the bottom, hold the car down low instead of fading out to grab the speed. So I think this is a track that fits my style for sure.
And what are you doing with your foot in there that you said?
You got to modulate a little bit and when it gets pretty slick, but after that you're just wide open again.
And how important is it to hit your spots out there?
Oh, it's probably hitting the corner right is bigger than like downside in a jump here, because it's all about carrying the speed to the next corner, because the straightaways are so long. So you mess up your corner, your next 2 corners might be messed up too.
Wish you the best.
Thank
and it
you.
was a tough break for Robert VanBeekum. He broke his leg last year in Arizona. Well, he just sustained another gnarly crash. The track was very wet. It was throughout the rhythm section. He ended up rolling it 7 times, totaled his UTV, dislocated his shoulder, but his son's still in it. So, you know that to be able to compete as a father and son team is pretty special for them despite the pain. Another great father-son team, but unfortunately for Team VanBeekum, we do have an ice pack on the shoulder. Dad, a rough outing yesterday. Glad you're okay. Rolled it 7 times. How you feeling? I'm sorry that I know you're probably in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it is. I'm more hurt about the car not being able to finish the races for this weekend. You know, it killed us some points. It basically takes us out of the championship. We came into into the race with a great car. You know, didn't have a great qualifying, but did get some tire changes and did some new settings and came out right out of the hole in second. You know, right with a great running car. I thought we were going to have it, and then unfortunately took a doozy in the rhythm section.
Very sorry about that. But to compete alongside your son now, to have Ryder live. Ryder, you're going to have to carry the torch for this team. How's that feel?
It feels pretty good seeing that I'm being the only one racing. He did that for a while, but it sucks because I like watching him race. Learn a lot from him.
So spotlight's on you. You're doing a great job in Razor 170. What is the key to getting around this big track with a little 170?
Trying to find the shortest line. The shortest way around the track is the fastest way around the track.
Well, Dad, it sounds like you taught him well.
Yeah, we did.
Well, we wish you guys all the best. And how long do you think it'll take you to get that car all rebuilt?
Well, I'm hoping ready for for Phoenix. I won't get that car. I have a second car at the house that we'll have to put together, and be ready. I'm just hoping the shoulder will let me race it. Because we have a desert race. We're racing the Desert Classic for Best in the Desert literally the week after that. So
week after.
We got to be ready.
And you're telling me you got more than 300 podiums?
Yeah, we have 300 podiums in a side-by-side between all the different series we ran. Yeah.
Wow, what series have you ran?
We ran best. Well, originally started with Core. We ran actually started with Lake Elsinore in California. We're the only series there. Then we ran Core. Then we had a AZOP. Then we had an Arizona City called ET. Then we had an Arizona State series. And then we have AZOP, another second AZOP. Then we had Whiplash, Lucas Oil. And then, you know, I think my favorite all is definitely my short course. I'm a short course guy. But Best in the Desert, you know, it's great racing also. So, again, I'm a short courser.
What do you think, Ryder? You think someday you may have more podiums than him?
I'm starting to catch up. I have about 110.
110 podiums by age 11.
Yeah, he's got
You better watch out. He's coming for you.
Yeah.
Good talking to you guys.
Right,
Let's head and talk to Dallas Nord. He runs the Production 1000 category on a Yamaha. Now, what's amazing about this man is he's only been in the sport for 3 years, and he's incredibly talented. Comes from a motocross background. He's also a pilot for Delta, and he said that experience actually helps him. He said when he goes racing, he approaches it like it's his job. The pride of Seattle, Washington, all the way from up there, Dallas Nord. Not too many off-road racers from Seattle. Must be tough to get in practice time. How do you pull it off?
It's real tough to practice, so we usually keep our setup in Phoenix. We try to get as much seat time as we can. We follow all the regional races, anything that'll fit my budget, and days off, I'm willing to get in the car and go drive some laps.
Now you're 47, I can't believe you told me you've only been racing 3 years. Number one, you look like a much younger guy. Number two, that's very impressive how talented you are. Again, it's that motocross background that we hear. Tell me how your younger days on a motocross bike helped make the transition to this.
You know, I think I'm pretty good at reading dirt like everybody that comes from motocross. You know, how the dirt forms, how it shapes up, how to hit it with a car, and it just went from 2 wheels to 4, so an easy transition for a lot of guys. And then it's just, you know, knocking off a tenth of a second here and there and inching towards the front.
Being a pilot for a living, how does that correspond? I know you said there's some similarities.
Sure, I just take this as serious as I take my job. You know, I come here to race and, you know, I don't party at night, and we come here and we're working on this car at 5 in the morning till last night was midnight, so I can give myself the best piece of equipment I can going out on that racetrack.
Here we are with the father-son team, Luke and Jeff Knupp. Great to see you guys here. Now, we were just talking about the story about how you got your son involved in racing. Tell me how that all came about.
I've been racing pretty much all my life and raced limited buggies, 1600s in the desert, class 10. When Core came out here, I don't know, it's been 20 years, 16 years ago, we started doing the short course stuff. Then I also have a daughter that's 18. I got my hands on a trophy cart, got her started, and then could see the passion he always had wanting to race, and then the opportunity came along to put him in a junior one.
So Luke, you didn't have much of a choice here, huh? And you've done well. 50 wins, 4 championships, 2-time Challenge Cup. What's it been like?
It's just been a great ride so far. Mod kart's been a different story, but the junior one days were always my favorite. Just how tough the class was and how many drivers there were. It was so much fun, and then like you said, 50 wins, 2 Challenge Cup wins back to back, and then just trying to figure out the mod kart.
Is that a tough transition into mod kart?
A little bit.
What's the biggest challenge compared to junior one?
Just how many things you're doing at once: shifting, pulling tear-offs, battling door to door with everyone. And it's a blast.
Well, and you say your ultimate goal is to become a desert racer?
Yep.
How about that? 6100, huh? That's got to put a smile on your face, right, Dad?
It puts a smile on my face. It scares me a little bit too when we're in the pocketbook, but I mean, you watch these kids, the mod kart kids, the way they drive these cars and what they do. I mean, you look what Brock Hager's done and Sheldon Creed, Haley Deegan. You know, clearly it teaches them something, and his ability to handle a car and car control, I think he'd make a great fit out in the desert, and I don't think you'd have any problems with that.
All right, let's talk to Can-Am driver Kyle Cheney. This man is not your typical West Coast racer. He's a Midwest racer. He cherry-picked this race. He came out and he absolutely checked out. He won that race by a huge margin. Let's find out how he did it. It is the birthday boy, Kyle Cheney. Happy birthday. You celebrated it right yesterday with a checkout win. You were gone. Now, what has to make that even sweeter is you're playing with all these West Coast heavy hitters. You just cherry-picked this race from the Midwest and boom, you dominate. Tell me what that was like.
Man, we had a really good day yesterday. The track really favored my style. It was super slick, so I was able to really put the Evo power to the ground with these Maxxis tires. And we're looking to do the same today. We'll see if they water the track as much as they did yesterday. But either way, we've got a setup for both. And I love racing the West Coast. It's always good racing. Corey and Ronnie are both really fast, and the qualifying's been tight. I think racing's going to be tight today, so I'm looking forward to today and the rest of the weekend.
That's funny. We've heard a lot of racers complain about the track being too slick. You're like, I love it.
Yeah, everybody's got to race on the same track, so you just got to adapt to it. And here on in the Midwest, we're used to slick, nasty tracks.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Great story behind me. Team Tatum Forrester in the Razor 170 category. They have been working for 3 years. They finally got their first podium. Let's go catch up with them. Hard work pays off, doesn't it? And it was a very special day for you guys, all you guys. Team Tatum Forrester, after 3 years of hard work, your first podium. Man, Tatum, what did that mean to you?
It meant pretty much everything. I've been working so hard to get that.
Well, big congrats. Mom and Dad, what did it mean to you guys?
I get choked up. I worked hard for it.
Yeah.
Do it all myself.
And you told me you were involved in a pretty nasty crash about 1.5 years ago in the turbo UTV category.
Yep.
So you decided to back off and just be crew chief for him. What's that been like?
It's fulfillful to see the smile on his face and to see what he can accomplish. It's more enjoyment than me winning a race is to see what he can do.
Do you get nervous watching him, Mom?
Very. I'm super nervous right now.
And how about you, sir? Are you going to be racing soon? There we go. Now, you might be the kindest racer. Did you say you felt bad for your friends who crashed out?
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. Congratulations, guys.
Appreciate it.
I'll tell you guys, it really was some awesome racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. As always, the diamond of dirt tracks, and it was great to talk to some of those racers in the pit area. If you like what we got going on here, make sure you subscribe to Off-Road Racing Insider on YouTube. It is brand new. It's brand new. Let's keep it growing. If you love off-road racing, this is your spot.